I would like to say like, wow, what a year we've had, but I've not had a year. I've lived through 2020 season 2, edition 2, sequel 2. One thing that I did do around this time last year was that I made a video called New Year's Vlog where I wrote down my goals and my resolutions for 2021, like what I want to accomplish, what would I like to do. And I just recently went through that list. It's right here in my journal. And I decided to take a closer look to it and see how I've done on my goals and resolutions in the past 12 months. It's all black and formal up here, like I look like I'm going to a funeral, and then you have these down here. These are the adorable little unicorn slippers that my boyfriend got me for Christmas, and yes, let's keep them out of the frame because I have a feeling the camera might focus too much on them. So, shall we? The first resolution was to be a bitch with a plan. I wanted to organize my life because I'm always running out of time. I'm always doing everything last minute. Nothing is ever done on time. I'm horrible when it comes to organizing my life. Like, I excel at doing stuff on time when it comes to a job, but when it comes to my personal life, nah. So I wanted to be a bitch with... That was so good that I feel like I need to unbutton my pants after I do this video. I had to order, I don't order food that often, but I just got back from my mother's place and I have no food in my apartment. Like, I always clean everything out before I go home, especially because I eat like a lot of fruit and veggies. I cannot just leave that lying around for that many days. So I just came to Zagreb and I had to order food, and it was yummy. Where was I? I think that we were talking about me being a bitch with a plan. So anyway, I don't know what I said about that, but overall 6 out of 10. I did start to get a bit more organized, but I did not ascend to the level of organization I would like to be in. I still do things last minute and I'm very indecisive, and when I have a lot of choices, I don't know what to choose and stuff like that. So I think I still need to work on this skill in 2022, or 2020 season 3. Next, oh my god, I think that even in the last video that I did about this, I had like a completely far-fetched, almost impossible goal to achieve, and I think last year it was buying an apartment. I was actually honestly considering like seriously buying an apartment because I wanted to have a place of my own in Zagreb, but of course when everything happened in 2020, it was very unstable to even, the market was unstable, I mean, and everything. I did not want to go into debt or anything. I'm glad I didn't. But yeah, I think like that was the last year's far-fetched idea. And this year, so for 2021, I have started driving and get a car, and I also, my sleeves unbuttoned. I was eating like chicken wings, so I had to unbutton my shirt to, pull my sleeves up so I can eat with my hands like a lady. Anyway, so I had a plan that I'm going to start. I mean, I have a driving license. Like, I got one back in 2019, I think, when I came back from quitting grad school and everything. I came back to live with my mother for a while, and I took my driving exam 3 times. And I have my driver's license, but I'm a very insecure driver. I am very, I'm a bad driver. I lack the skills. I don't know what it is, but I think that my insecurity and my fear of driving kind of paralyzes me when I'm driving. So I wanted to take extra driving lessons right here in Zagreb, where the traffic is way more different than it is back in my hometown. So I could be, gain some confidence in myself and, learn to drive in a bigger city. And yeah, I was supposed to do that somewhere between January and March, and that did not happen. So I also did not get a car. So regarding all of that, 0 out of 10. And I am not justifying my failure. This is not me justifying my failure, but let's talk about this a bit, because let's say that something happened that prevented me from starting my driving lessons. I was serious about that as well. Somewhere around January, I was actually told that I need to move out of the apartment where I live. Like, I think that in 2021, I lived in 3 different apartments. So that apartment I lived in at the beginning of the year, I was living with an older lady that was renting out a room in her apartment. Like, it was a big room, it was like a living room where I lived, and I also had access to the kitchen and everything else in the apartment. Like, we were like roommates, and she was really, really nice, and I loved living with her. She was like very respectful of my privacy and everything. So she told me that she's remodeling, like redoing, redecorating, what is the word? Renovating. She was renovating her apartment, and that she was no longer going to rent out the place or the room or anything, and that I need to move out. So when that happened, I found another apartment. Like, I had it was a whole 30-day ordeal. Like, I literally in the last minute I found a place so I don't have to go back home, and I moved into that apartment. But the problem was that I moved into an apartment where the rent was higher, and also I paid more in utilities because I lived alone. There was no one to, you know, split the bills with. And I wanted it kind of that way. Like, I did not want it to be more expensive, nobody wants that, but the thing is that I haven't lived alone since college, and I really enjoyed living alone and having, you know, my own privacy and my own place somewhere I can be completely alone to do whatever it is that I want to do. And I came into that apartment and it was not perfect. I had a lot of issues with that apartment, and then, like, just recently I have a whole moving rant on my YouTube channel. I moved to this place, so I did not take the driving lessons or anything because, first of all, I was financially kind of struggling after I moved, so I couldn't afford taking additional driving lessons, let alone buy a car. And also, I moved that second apartment I lived in up until recently. That apartment was pretty much in the city center, and this apartment where I live in is literally in the city center. And when it comes to traffic, I'm very well connected, so Zagreb has trams, I don't need a car. And also when I want to go home, I go by a train, and literally the train station is like a 3-minute walk from my place. So I don't have this need anymore to have a car. And second of all, anybody who lives in this city knows that parking is hell. Like, I honestly, when I moved into that second apartment I lived in, and even when I moved into this one, like, both of the landlords asked me, like, do you have a car? There's a problem with parking and everything, because there just isn't a lot of parking places when it comes to, you know, the city center and everything. Like, it's a whole deal with parking. So yeah, 0 out of 10, but I'm not completely sorry about it. 0 out of 10. I have some low standards. To move on, we have, oh god, this is another 0 out of 10. Decorate your room. So as I said, 0 out of 10, I did not do that. So the thing is, back in 2019 and a bit through the last 2 years, me and my mom renovated the apartment where, you know, my home apartment, let's say. And the only sore thumb in that apartment is my bedroom. So I've never bought furniture, like new furniture. There's my old stuff there, but what we wanted is to get rid of all of that old stuff and kind of redecorate the room, give it, you know, like kind of fit it into the apartment because it literally sticks out. My mother always keeps it closed because she hates it. I really wanted to get on that, like buy a new bed, buy new furniture and everything, and make that room what I wanted it to be. And I just didn't, because of the same reason I didn't start the driving lessons, my financial situation after I moved. I was constantly postponing it and like, oh, I'll do it over the summer. Then I went on a trip with my boyfriend, then I'm going to do it now. Oh, I have something else. Also, I was paying off my camera, I was paying off my food intolerance test. Like, I was financially not in the best place to pay off something else. So 0 out of 10. I did not redo my bedroom, but will I do it this year? I don't think so, because honestly my life expenses increased with this apartment, so I don't think I will be remodeling my bedroom anytime soon. honestly, and they say that money doesn't solve things. It would solve a lot of fucking problems I have. I need to start freelance writing or something because like this is sad. Okay, number 4, be athletic and start working out. 10 out of 10. This is the first and only thing that I think that it will be the only thing where I can really say like 10 out of 10. I started working out this year. I finished the whole Caroline Girvan Epic 1 program and I'm on Epic 2. I don't know if I pronounce her name correctly, especially her last name, but she's amazing. She has a YouTube channel. Like if you want to get into weight training and all of that, like if you're a newbie, I think that she's a great place to start. And yeah, when it comes to that, 10 out of 10, no notes, no complaints. 5, work on my blog. This is a tough one because I do spend a lot of time on my blog, but I think I'm going to give myself like a 7 out of 10. I don't think I've put in the effort that I should have, and I think that I did not kind of maintained a communication with people who visit my blog regularly. Like I don't comment anymore. Like I don't know why I dropped the habit of replying to comments and like engaging in discussions. Yeah, I need to work on that. So like I think that still this goes into 2022 and it's going into 2023 because I'm not deleting my blog ever. 6, work on my YouTube channel. This is a tough one. 7 out of 10. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10 because again, I don't think I put in the effort that I was supposed to put in. I need to work on my editing skills, like I need to watch a course or something or even get a different film edit. I mean, not like film editor, but you know, like an editing software. I use Filmora now. And I also was not consistent. I know that there was like a gap, I think, where I just didn't post, and I really do enjoy making these videos. So yeah, I think that this also, we're transferring this to for the upcoming year. What's the last one? Oh, education. I wanted to work on my education, and I'm going to give myself like a 3 out of 10 on this because I did start, but I started just recently, so I was constantly stressing myself out about my career because like I dropped out of grad school, I don't have a really defined career path or anything, and just now recently around the end of this year I decided that like I'm already in a certain line of work, so why not pick up a project management course. So I did start educating myself and started paying for that course, and it's going well so far. But I think that if I given it more thought in the beginning of the year, by now I would have been finished. So I don't think I really worked on that resolution. So what did I say, 2 or 3 out of 10? I don't remember. It's not completely bad. I didn't fail completely, but it's not what I expected. It's not perfect. I'm not making resolutions for 2022, and now hear me out. I think that I work best when I wing it. Like, let's be honest, the only thing that I gave myself a 10 out of 10 for was working out and getting, getting more into shape, becoming more athletic. And that happened because at the beginning of the year, I actually took a food intolerance test because I was struggling with my stomach and my digestion and my health and everything. So I decided to finally take that test to see if there's something particular that bothers me. And after that test, of course, I had to modify my diet and I started eating more healthy. And that actually kind of enticed me to, get back into fitness, start working out again. So I think that just, that random thing implemented me doing something from my 2021 list. So I just think that I'm the type of person that has to wing it. I know I said I want to be a bitch with a plan, but you know what? Sometimes some people can't plan. Some people are not born to have a schedule. We are born to do things according to the timeline that happens to us. And I'm definitely that type of person. It's exhausting because I'm never prepared for anything on time. Like, I even remember myself back in college and even in high school, I've never started studying earlier than the night before. I was always on an exam, like with my eye bags down to here, like I wouldn't even sleep. I remember this one test that I was taking while I was at uni, like I did not sleep through the whole night. I just came in the morning, took the exam, I passed, and then I had like a lesson or another exam after that, and like I was drinking Red Bull at 9 o'clock in the morning. My god, I wonder why I have so many health issues now. I am winging 2022. But there is something I do have, and that's like a 6 months list, because I still do want to plan some things ahead, but not completely try and control my own life and my own timeline. So I have like some goals that I would like to see accomplished in the time span of 6 months. This is something that I'm trying out, you know, I'm setting SMART goals. Specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-bound. See, I'm a project manager already. So I've been setting these goals for myself where I know that I will either achieve them or I will be able to, you know, progress towards the thing that I want to accomplish. So for example, I would like to work on my book. Like I have this idea for a book. I've been working on it, like developing the characters and everything in my head. That's the problem, not writing it down. I have some notes and I have a few pages written down, but I would like to like be at least 50% done in the next 6 months. So that's like a minimum I'm setting for myself, and I'll see how it goes. I would like to gain like 500 subscribers on YouTube. On my blog I already have like an established audience, but YouTube is my youngest platform that I started to use, so I would like to kind of see where it could go. So like I set this number of like 500. But like even if I don't reach it, I will be able to see what went wrong, what type of content should I create, like stuff. Like I am really being a project manager of my own life. Like this is all the influence of that course I've been taking. Also in the next 6 months I have to finish my PM course. Like it does last for 6 months. I think that I should be done by April with the pace I'm at. I think that I should be done by April. And I can't even remember what other things I wrote down for this like 6 months plan, but I think it's more realistic for me to do that than to like set some crazy goals for a whole year, like getting a car. That's it for me today. I actually, as I said, I do everything last minute, so I need to get my ass up, go and exchange some money because I need euros. Croatia still hasn't gone to that currency, so I need to get that. I need to print out my COVID passport just in case, you know, I want to have it in like printed form. I have it on my phone as well. I need to pack, and like I need to edit this video and post it today. My boyfriend is coming at 6, and when he realizes I still have not packed my suitcase, he's going to have a field day, because we are not alike when it comes to stuff like that. So yeah, this is going to be fun. I need to stop talking right now and I need to get down to work. You can subscribe, like, share, comment, all of that good stuff. You can also go down to the description where you can find my blog and my Instagram account if you would like to follow me there. And yeah, I have to go and pack. Thank you very much for being here, and I will see you in my next one.